Hello. In today's video, we're going to continue the work with the ADF SDO. I have a sample application where I am looking at data from the SOA demo orders table, and I've created a ADF model project here, and I've put on the service interface for the orders view, and you can see all of the different processes that I have set to be able to use, and over here you can see that they are listed. And I have a BEPL process. I'm taking data in and basically just the price and I believe the status. And I am assigning a while loop in counter. And then I basically assign the starting values, which would be the order seek and the price, which is coming from the input variable, and the status too. I'm transforming it over to the order variable, which is based off of the SDO. Here you can see that it's the order area, and here's the EV element, which is based off of the actual partner link. And then I'm creating the entity. I'm waiting 3 seconds so that I can run over to SQL Plus and verify that the actual data has been entered into the table. And then I'm assigning an update. Now I'm assigning the update to the actual SDO order EV here it is. I'm assigning it to the EV, and we will see that what this is doing is just basically taking the status and concatenating the N value to it. After that, again, we wait a couple of seconds, and now this time we're going to be actually assigning the values this time to the input value for the next invoke, which is utilizing the update capabilities of the SDO as listed in the service interface of the application module. And in this case, I have no values here. I'm going to actually set this to, I think I'm putting good, better as the value, and I think I might do let's get the main value here of the price, and we'll just double it. So we've got the price here, and let's just verify that's stuck. Okay. So now we can do the update, and you can see that what we're doing is we're actually updating the view through the operation that has been provided with us when we set up the SDO in the ADF model project. So now, just to make it easy on myself, also I have assigned the same seek from the main variable, which is just basically a placeholder, and I'm assigning it here to the order ID. Now, one thing that's rather interesting is that generally when you use a database adapter, it's a decimal that the order ID or basic sequence numbers are. In this case, both the order ID and the cust ID are ints, and I have not had to do any conversions to ints. If it were the other way around, I might have to with the XPath variable, or XPath function, I should say. But it is interesting that the SDO interpret them as ints, and perhaps if we looked closer at the database table, we would see why. But that's just something, a note to consider. And this time I'm invoking the delete simply because I want to get rid of the record and not have to do it in SQL+. So it's just a quick and dirty little application that creates a record and then updates the record by setting the EV variable. And then I'm also using the custom functions that come with the SDO. Here, these guys, update and delete. I could do others if I had the time. And it's just a quick, dirty little application to see that it works. So let's go over into Enterprise Manager. I have my request here, and I'm putting 99 as the price and good as the status. And I'm going to have to run over here. There's weights in there, but you can see that the first good is in. The while, and then it becomes a better. It also, then it deletes. Now it's going to turn to good 2 there, and then it's going to turn to better, and then it's going to disappear. Because, as you know, I'm deleting it at the very end. And I believe I have 2 or 3 examples there. Maybe that's it. So that's the application, and when it runs, it works. It's pretty cool that you can do an SDO with both by creating it much like a JPA entity using the 2 variables and the create Oracle extension here. Let's go in. It's down here, the create entity. And so it gives you a lot of flexibility in how you want to do it. And of course, you also have all of the different functions here that you can call on as needed. So that's basically how to use SDO as a update processor, as opposed to just grabbing the data like we did in the previous video. Thank you very much. I hope this was helpful. Have a good day.